subscribe.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Podcast Expert, the podcast where you learn English from basic to advanced level by listening to natural conversations about daily life, communication skills, and practical learning strategies. I'm Steve, and today we are going to talk about something many English learners struggle with: how to speak English more fluently and confidently without feeling stuck or afraid of making mistakes.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma, and I'm really excited about today's topic because fluency is something almost every learner dreams about. Many people study grammar for years and memorize hundreds of words, but when it's time to speak, they suddenly feel nervous or forget everything. In this episode, we'll discuss simple habits, mindset changes, and practical techniques that can help you speak English more smoothly and naturally.
That's so true, Emma. I've met many learners who understand English very well when they read or listen, but when they try to speak, they pause too much or translate everything in their heads. Fluency doesn't come from knowing perfect grammar rules. Instead, it grows when you use English regularly in real conversations, even if your sentences are not perfect at first.
Exactly, Steve. I think the biggest problem is fear. Many learners worry about making mistakes or sounding strange. But mistakes are actually a natural part of learning any language. When children learn their first language, they make thousands of mistakes before speaking well. Adults should give themselves the same freedom to practice without feeling embarrassed.
I completely agree. One useful idea is to focus on communication instead of perfection. When you talk with someone, your main goal is to share ideas and understand each other. Even if your grammar is not perfect, people can still understand you. Over time, your grammar and vocabulary improve naturally through experience and repetition.
That reminds me of something interesting. Many fluent speakers didn't become fluent by studying only textbooks. They watched movies, listened to podcasts, talked with friends, and used English in daily situations. The key is exposure and practice. When you hear English often, your brain slowly becomes comfortable with the rhythm and structure of the language.
Yes, and listening is a powerful tool. Before speaking fluently, you need to hear how the language sounds in real situations. Podcasts, interviews, and conversations are perfect for this. When you listen regularly, you begin to notice common phrases and expressions. Then later, when you speak, those phrases appear naturally in your mind.
Another important point is thinking in English. Many learners translate every sentence from their native language into English. This process takes time and makes speaking slower. Instead, try to think directly in English. Start with simple thoughts like, I'm hungry, I need coffee, or the weather looks nice today. Small steps can make a big difference.
That's a great suggestion. In fact, thinking in English helps your brain build direct connections between ideas and words. When you stop translating, speaking becomes faster and more natural. At first, it may feel difficult, but with daily practice, your mind slowly adapts to the new habit.
I also recommend describing your surroundings in English. For example, if you're walking in a park, you can quietly describe what you see: the trees, the people, the weather, or the sounds around you. It may feel a little funny at first, but this simple exercise trains your brain to form sentences quickly, and it doesn't require a conversation partner.
That's a fantastic exercise. Another helpful method is shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a speaker and repeating what they say almost immediately. It helps improve pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. Many language learners practice shadowing with podcasts or videos because it feels like having a conversation partner.
Yes, and shadowing also helps you learn natural expressions. Sometimes textbooks teach very formal sentences, but real conversations often use shorter and more relaxed phrases. When you repeat what native speakers say, you begin to understand how English is actually used in everyday communication.
Another thing learners should remember is that fluency is not about speaking quickly. Some people think fluent speakers talk very fast, but that's not always true. Fluency actually means speaking smoothly and clearly, without too many pauses or long moments of silence while searching for words.
Exactly. In fact, speaking too fast can sometimes make communication harder. It's much better to speak at a comfortable pace and organize your thoughts clearly. If you don't know a word, you can explain your idea using other words. This skill is called paraphrasing, and it's very useful in real conversations.
That's a really valuable skill. Imagine you forget the word calculator. Instead of stopping the conversation, you could say, "It's a small machine that helps you do math." The listener will understand your meaning, and the conversation continues naturally.
Another important habit is speaking every day, even if it's only for a few minutes. Consistency matters more than long study sessions. If you speak English for 10 minutes every day, your brain stays connected to the language. Over weeks and months, this small habit creates noticeable progress.
I like that idea a lot. Daily practice keeps your speaking muscles active, just like exercising keeps your body strong. Some learners talk to friends online, join language exchange groups, or record themselves speaking. Recording your voice can be very helpful because you can listen later and notice areas to improve.
Yes, recording yourself might feel strange at first. I remember the first time I heard my recorded voice, I was really surprised. But it's actually a powerful learning tool. When you listen to your recordings, you may notice pronunciation mistakes or unclear sentences.
Confidence also plays a big role in fluency. Many learners know enough English to communicate well, but they doubt themselves. When you believe in your ability to express ideas, your speech becomes more relaxed and natural. Confidence grows through practice and positive experiences.
That's very true. I always tell learners to celebrate small progress. Maybe today you learned a new expression or spoke for 5 minutes without stopping. These small achievements show that you are improving. Language learning is a long journey, and every step forward is something to be proud of.
Another useful strategy is learning phrases instead of single words. When you memorize phrases like, "to be honest," "in my opinion," or "that makes sense," you can use them quickly in conversations. These expressions act like building blocks that help you create sentences more easily.
Exactly, Steve. When learners collect useful phrases, they begin to sound more natural. Native speakers often use common patterns repeatedly. By learning these patterns, you don't need to build every sentence from the beginning. Instead, you simply adjust the phrase to fit your idea.
And of course, patience is essential. Fluency does not appear overnight. It grows slowly through listening, speaking, reading, and thinking in the language. If learners stay consistent and enjoy the process, they will eventually notice that speaking English becomes easier and more natural.
That's a perfect reminder to end the first part of our discussion. Fluency is not about being perfect. It's about communicating comfortably and expressing your thoughts clearly. With regular practice, a positive mindset, and real conversation experience, anyone can become more confident and fluent in English.
Thank you for listening to English Podcast Expert, where we help you improve your English step by step through natural conversations. If you enjoyed this episode, keep listening and practicing with us. Remember, every conversation is an opportunity to grow.
And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Keep practicing, stay curious, and most importantly, keep speaking English whenever you can. See you in the next episode!
Subscribe.